we all agree that school funding isn't at a level that we feel sufficient to accomplish the mission of trying to graduate more kids successfully, which led to, trying to think of creative ways to do this and find something that doesn't rely on taxation, because that goes before the voters. Sometimes they approve it, sometimes they don't. They haven't approved it the last 7 times. So, as you know, we have some trigger cuts set up that are going to whack education, although it doesn't really give anything additionally should it pass. But the point is, we have to find some resources. So this is a creative way to generate some resources for education. It's elective, it's not mandated. It would allow for advertising on the side of school buses. We took some amendments in transportation that would limit the size, that would also keep them from being digital. And I think it's important that we understand that the opposition I get on this is kind of related to, well, we don't want to mess with school buses. There is not a person on the planet that's not going to recognize a school bus. We have a very distinctive colors. We have other states that are already doing this. They're creating revenues. There's been 0 incidents of problems related to people not seeing them as school buses. There's been no safety issues. We've polled a number of the school districts using it, and it's worked out fine. And keeping in mind that schools are already allowed to advertise on the exterior of their buildings and sport facilities, inside hallways and lunchrooms, in school publications, which we've all done clear back to when in the dark ages when we were in school. And most importantly to this, on the inside of school buses where the kids are actually riding. These are on the outside, limited to 35% of the exterior. And so it's a simple solution. Caltax has done some calculations that said we could generate $31 million annually if every California school bus had ads. Well, I don't believe every California school bus will have ads, but to the degree that we have, we heard earlier about one of the bills was up before us, and we're just trying to quantify what does the ideal classroom have. Do we need pencils? Do we need papers? Well, this could be a creative way that doesn't raise taxes, that allows for those supplies. To the degree that we have arts programs, we have band programs, we have sports programs that are underfunded. This is something a school district could decide that we're going to take these revenues and dedicate it to this particular thing. In Orange County, Florida, they generated about $2,200 per bus. Now, they had 900 buses, so that's $2 million a year. This is not small chump change. $2,200 just for one bus can generate a significant amount of some of these little resources that schools are desperately needing for just to do their fundamental education. So I think it's a common sense bill. I see absolutely no downside. Frankly, I'm surprised this is not in front of a budget committee instead of a policy committee, because I see no policy here that affects education, other than you may give them one more opportunity to read while they're standing in line for the bus. But it did pass out transportation, bipartisan support. I ask for your aye vote.